so much for watching that movie. That's what. How you doing, Paul?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. So I watched this movie visiting my parents. Watched it with my mom.
Yes.
She loved it.
That's the
She's
best.
a sucker for inspirational underdog.
Yeah.
She loves to have a cry. I am a sucker for basketball. I'm also a sucker for the Sandman. So I loved it too.
I'm with you, Paul.
Yeah.
In the room and we just say we just want to hit them as hard as we can with jokes and make them laugh and never let up. And if it becomes an emotional moment, we try to make that work. But when it's usually comedies that I grew up doing, where we press each other into just making sure we don't waste anybody's time and who's coming to laugh. And then a movie like this, you can ease up on that and not worry as much as making people laugh, but you definitely say, just want to keep every moment real and keep the crowd interested and keep them focused on what's happening in the movie. As an actor, this one was I didn't want to blow it. It was such an interesting thing to get to do, to be a scout, to be this movie concept itself. I was like, we can't waste this. It's too cool. It's too great. So every day we worked our asses off to make sure every scene meant a lot. When I did other movies, when I did Spanglish, I was a chef. When I did Uncut Gems, I knew a lot about jewelry. But going into that, I didn't know anything about cooking. I didn't know anything about jewelry. So I had to do a lot of homework on that and get confident with it. And, as an actor, say, all right, I know this world as good as I can know it. This world, I had probably the most confidence I could have just because I knew basketball my entire life. So I felt just comfortable saying everything. But I just love being in. I loved having a nice marriage with Queen Latifah. Let's go. It is. I like to eat. Okay, I want to start.
All right, so you've done, sports has been a theme throughout many of your films.
Yes.
At what point, how do you, is it how do you guys stay on schedule and hustle? Because I imagine, the dream, I think, would be to be in a gym all day, because you think you're gonna put up shots.
Yes.
I would love to do any kind of sports film. First of all, learning is just, one of the best parts of our job, I think, is when you get to learn something new, especially if it's something you're kind of into, like instrument, if you ever get to mess around with that with a sport. It just seems, what do you do in that morning and that day to sort of drop, let's say you're doing the scene in this when you're driving around the car with Juancho, you're talking about the car accident.
Right.
Is that different than the other day for you? I'm curious about
Yes,
this.
absolutely. You tell me what you do too, but when I have heavy scenes, man, I am not happy that day. I'm in a terrible way. I'm not naturally a guy who gets emotional. My daughters are always going, what do you look like when you cry? Because I never cried. I see them crying, and I'm always like, what are you doing? Let's get past that. But I don't know why, I just don't cry. But then in so many movies, I'm like, I gotta cry in that scene. And it knocks me out on the day, a couple days before. I'm like, oh my God, how am I gonna do that? But I sit in my trailer. Like everybody here, you learn. I went to school for it. I learned how to try to get to that spot. But then when you have to do it, it's up to you. And I just sit there and get in a different mindset and bring it onto the set, and hopefully something happens or something emotional goes on, and I'm happy. And when that's over, I get back to the non-emotional days. I play a lot of hoop on the set. I chip golf balls all day long. I'm always psychotic. I'm always doing something that involves moving around. I don't sit still too much.
Thank you for coming. Thank you guys for being here.